Hi ladies! Good morning guys, it's Monday and I am back with my Monday morning coffee videos with this chick, the doll, aka the vintage doll, aka Emily doll, aka the chick that has way too many personalities to house in such a tiny body. I have my coffee and it's kind of almost gone. Apparently I needed more this morning than I thought. But I know you guys are used to kind of my older videos where I would literally roll out of bed and just get in front of my camera, but with the way my life is right now, I kind of have to get up, get myself together, that way I can film for you guys, and then I can take my computer with me to work and kind of upload everything, make sure it's up and posted on time, because you guys know I kind of struggle with YouTube. We're constantly fighting. We are like constantly on the verge of a breakup, but neither of us have the guts to do it. So this is going to kind of be the look. I will be dressed now. So sorry that you have to look at my eyebrows done and my lip done, but this is it. So I know I asked you guys Saturday, I think it was, what you guys wanted me to discuss, and I'm totally going to touch base on some of the things that you guys requested, but I've kind of been going through a few things this week that I think would be a good topic to discuss because I think it's something that we all can focus on. But that is being the bigger person. Now, I try to use the fact that I'm only 98 pounds as never having to be the bigger person, but nobody seems to agree with me, especially my mom, who's always like, Emily, you know better, you're more mature. So, unfortunately, I never get to be the smaller person, even though I usually am in the room, so whatever. But I faced a couple challenges, not just this week, one a few weeks ago as well. But if you follow my Instagram, I posted a video about how sometimes people just push you so far that you just want to attack them and rock their world into another existence. But I controlled myself and I didn't lash out and I didn't act on my emotions, which was really, really hard because it's a difficult situation that I'm in. But I'm sure a lot of you guys can kind of agree with me that you get put in situations daily that you're just standing there and you're like, are you kidding me? And you want to sometimes physically strangle people, but unfortunately that's against the law. And I'm pretty sure most countries, I know it is here. If it's not where you are, let me know. I might be needing a vacation with a few people soon. I was really tested. My emotions and my patience was really tested. And before I got to the destination that I was going to and it was put in front of me, I knew I was taking deep breaths. I was panicking. I was like, how am I going to do this? How am I going to act accordingly when I want to get all Ronda Rousey on them? Like, you know? So I got there and I sucked it up. I took a deep breath. I stuck my hand in their face and I introduced myself in a very, very classy manner. And then I conducted myself throughout the rest of the visit in the same way. And they, on the other hand, had a very pissy demeanor the whole time and had absolutely nothing to say to me, but that's okay. I didn't really care to hear what they had to say anyways, and they might have said something that totally made me go from classy to trashy in 0.2 seconds. And I don't think I'd do well in jail, so that's not somewhere I want to end up ever. I'm pretty sure it's not like Orange is the New Black. Actually, I'm certain it's not like Orange is the New Black, and Ruby Rose is not going to be there. So why should I? Right? And then I was faced with another issue a few weeks ago that all ties back into the people who attacked me when I first came into the rockabilly scene at such a young age. They're still at it. They still feel like I've done something, I guess, to treat them poorly, or I guess I didn't praise them or think they were the royalty of Oklahoma's rockabilly, and so I am a jerk. But they decided to trash me all over Facebook because I kept getting tagged in one gentleman's posts that I had no control over, and I kept trying to tell people, please stop tagging me. And then they proceeded to talk about how I was a self-righteous bitch who thought she was the queen of pinup and thought she was God's gift to, I guess, whatever. And that since to try and keep myself out of any more drama, the last time I was face-to-face with one of the people, I just didn't interact at all. Because I felt like at this point I'm tired of being torn apart for no reason. So I'm just not going to say anything. Then the other person involved I've actually never met. So she's literally just talking trash for no reason. But then again, that's what most people do, right? So, you know, I saw this and I was like, are you kidding? It's been like 7 years. Move on with your lives. Go put this effort into some type of charitable organization and change the world instead of complaining about me on Facebook. So I thought and I was like, I'm sorry, like you thought I was rude to you? I'm sorry, that wasn't my intention. I just didn't want to be blamed for things anymore that I hadn't done. So I just thought not mixing words was the best way to go about it anyways. Well, apparently that's not the case. So apparently not saying anything at all also puts you in the spot where you're going to be attacked by people for no reason. So, my point. I sat on this for several days, and it was eating away at me, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to just give them a piece of my mind. I'm going to let them know, look, I've done nothing. This is your problem, not mine. But then, I came back down to earth. I came back down to Adultville, where none of them reside. I have a permanent zip code at Adultville. None of these people have even made it through the gates yet, apparently. So I thought, you know, I'm just not going to stoop to that level. I'm not going to blast them on Facebook. I'm not going to put out an anonymous post targeting a situation without naming names, which we all know doesn't do any good anyways. Then you just get yelled at for people for speaking your mind and not getting over it, which happens to me all the time. As soon as I defend myself publicly, everybody's like, you just need to not feed the haters. I'm not feeding the haters. That's like people complaining that children don't mind their parents, but then think that it's wrong to discipline them. If you want something handled, handle it. Hold people accountable. But if you post things on Facebook that are just whining and crying, you ain't any better than them. So I thought to myself, you know what, I'm just going to be the bigger person. It's been going on 7 years. I'm just going to let it go. I'm just going to move on. I'm going to pretend that people didn't screenshot the horrible conversation being had about me and sent to me, and I'm just going to pretend I never saw it. Because clearly, these people literally have nothing better to do than talk about me. So that's okay. I am so glad I'm a fascinating topic, and I'm very, very happy that you find my name delicious and it is constantly in your mouth. You're welcome. So, again, we all get put in situations where we want to lash out and we want to stoop to that level. Why? Because stooping to that level is easy. It is very easy to make the wrong decision. That's why so many of us make the wrong decisions without even realizing it until after. And then a lot of us live our lives doing nothing but making the wrong decision, even though we know it's wrong, because that's just the type of people we are. Or, you know, you think, well, I'm going to do this now and then I'll do some counteractions later, but that's not how it works. You have to suck it up sometimes and go find a good friend, go talk to your mom, talk to your cat like I do, you know, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a husband, a wife, a cousin that lives in California, anybody, and vent to them about why you're frustrated, why you were hurt, why you want to strangle that person. But lashing back out in a, you know, public matter or trying to get in their face, trying to defend yourself when you really have no reason to defend yourself, trying to prove yourself when really you have no reason to prove yourself, all it does is add more stress in your life. All it does is feed the flames of the dramatic situation at hand, and you're never really going to move on. So over the 7 or so years that I've been attacked by people that I know locally, it got to the point where I was like, you know, I don't have anything else to prove. I don't owe you guys any explanation. It's not worth my time to try and make you like me, because at the end of the day, I don't care if you like me. All you are people that walk around talking trash about other people for no reason and being hateful and spewing negativity and ugly comments and behavior towards people who've done nothing to you. I really don't care if you like me or not. I don't need people like you to like me. I'd rather fill my life with positive people that are full of love and kindness and treating people with the type of respect they want to be treated with. So you have to rise above it and be the bigger person, even when it's difficult. The situation that I faced this week that I was put in, that I posted about on Instagram, it was difficult for me. It was difficult for me to suck it up and not lash out because it's fueled by so much other stuff that I've been going through that if I told you guys the story, you'd be like, oh my God, I'd have killed that girl. I would have sent her to be with Jesus. I wanted to. But I didn't. Because I'm classy. Sometimes. So that is my discussion on being the bigger person. This amazingly inspirational message telling you how to do better in your life was brought to you by the Vintage Doll, aka Emily Doll, your sweetheart from Oklahoma. So moving on to our next topic. So there's some things going around on Facebook that were brought to my attention, and all I have to say to you guys is thank you so much for watching my back on a constant pace, because I'm so busy I don't always have time to really see what's going on. Now, I tried to turn back on where you can post photos and post on my page, post in the comments, but due to the massive amount of pornography and boobs, I mean, I know we all love boobs. I love boobs, you love boobs, we love boobs. Boobs are great. But I do not need them posted in the comment feed on my page, especially since I have children who follow me with their mothers. And I mean, not all parents want their kids seeing toddies all the time. So, love toddies, don't need them on my page. So, it was brought to my attention by a fan that in the section on my page where it says suggested pages that I guess are similar to mine, it's porn, and not even good porn, like sucky porn with bad names. And I'm not against porn, so don't be like, oh, the Vintage Doll is a prude. In no way am I a prude. I have 2 children, and I enjoyed making them. So don't call me a prude. It has nothing to do with that. It's everything to do with the fact that I do not want pornography on my page. If I wanted pornography on my page, I would post it myself, and it would be glorious, amazingly done pornography. Not really crappy done where they can't even give it an interesting name. Not even clever. It's just bad. So, thank you for that. I'm annoyed by it. I'm annoyed by how many people spam pages. It's kind of like all the little girl accounts that are like, my name is Jessica and I'm 18 and I have a page and I'm here to make friends. If you like my page, I'll send you a heart and I'll inbox you. Friend me, love me, love me. And I'm just like, I bet you Jessica's the man. And if you like that, give Jessica a holler. Her shit's on my page. You can find it probably. I've tried to block. I've tried to, you know, do as much damage control as I can, but it's out of control. So I just want to say, guys, if you do find that stuff on my page when you send it to me, I'm always appreciative. I'm annoyed by it. I'm tired of people spamming me. I'm tired of people posting things on my page that I haven't verified. I have a huge demographic that follows my page. It's not just adults. I have a lot of young children, very, very little girls. You don't need pornography on my page. We all know how to find it. It's like commercials for tampons. We know they're out there and we're going to use them whether or not there's a commercial with a girl with her hair flowing with glitter and waterfalls and a poofy dress, or swimming or diving or skateboarding. We know they're out there and we're going to buy them. We know porn exists. We've all seen it. And for some of us who aren't brave enough to look up porn sites, there's always Tumblr. You just unlock that one little button and Katie, bar the door. You got gifts for the rest of your life. So, that is my discussion on the porn topic. The next thing that I want to discuss that I came across recently is I came across a post that was in my spam folder on my page. Like, it blocks things. It doesn't post it to my page due to it either being pornography or abusive content or containing more curse words than anybody should let spew out of their mouth at one time. Who am I to judge? But it was a post done by a woman And I will not state her name because I know all of you guys will go to my defense and start yelling at her, and homie, don't need that. I got this, I'm a big girl. So I didn't respond to this. Again, I was a bigger person. This goes back to this. So I have a friend, her name is Candace, and she's in charge of the Pinups of Color Facebook page, and she got a lot of flack from some women because she posted a photo of me. She's been a fan of mine for a very long time. We recently met. She posted a photo of me on her page just because I was inspiration for that day. She shared my work, just showing some love, and she was attacked because I was not of color. Now there's a lot that goes to this post. I know a lot of people are involved, and I don't know really a lot of what it is, but I do know she was really heartbroken. She came to me. She apologized for removing my post. She just couldn't take the, just total harassment she was getting. And so I posted on my page that I love her. I love her page. I love what she's doing, because if it's one thing that I have seen a lot of since I started my pinup modeling career is I get a lot of emails from little girls who are of different races, different ethnicities, colored, Asian, Hispanic, Black, whatever you can think of. Every ethnicity messages me and they're like, I can't do pinup because I'm not white enough. I don't have pale skin. Now, what we have to realize is that even though a lot of the women back in the 50s and 40s that started pinup and really put it on the map were white, you have to think about the time that was back in the 40s and 50s where women of color were not accepted. But there were just as many famous pinups and burlesque dancers in the 40s and 50s of color than they were white. There was just as many. And what we also need to focus on is that it is 2015. Pinup is not a skin color, it's not a race, it's not a body type, it's not a hairstyle. It is what you embrace as a woman, and you can see pinup in a lot of different ways anymore, whether it's just the type of encouragement or confidence that a woman embodies or the way she dresses. But I had made a post where I had said, I don't care what color your skin is. Embrace what you love. And if that is pinup or if that is retro or rockabilly, it does not matter what color your skin is. Enjoy what you want to enjoy. Love what you want to love. And don't try to cross-counsel people out just because they look different, because that's just stupid. That would be like saying, here is the bar of every type of cookie imaginable, but only one is good. Boo-boo, I'm going to eat every single one of those cookies. I'm probably going to eat them all, or you're going to be finding cookies later that just have a bite out of them, because I'm not going to be able to just have one. That's just stupid. So I did post about that, and I noticed that there was a post made by a woman, and it started out, it literally started out, and I have a screenshot of it, I'm not going to post it, but where she said, this white whore, the vintage doll, who has been stalking me for some time. Now, I don't know who this is. I didn't know, I so little know who this is. Her post was done back in June, and I'm just now finding it. Apparently, I'm a better stalker than I think, I guess. But she was mad at me for saying women of color could be pinups. She was mad at me and saying I was being condescending, when really I was just being informative for the little girls out there saying, I can't, and I was saying, yes, you can. But apparently, as the white whore that I am, I had no right stating so, and I was offended by it. I was like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I was saying that women of color need to stand up and enjoy and embrace whatever they want to, just like anybody else, and you're going to call me a white whore? I mean, I know my ex calls me a whore on a daily basis, but he's an asshole. What's your reason? So after seeing that, I laughed. I reported her for being offensive because I can do that. It's the internet. And then moved on with my life. Why? Because I'm the bigger person. I don't need to attack or lash out. I know that I'm a boss. I know where I'm at in my life. And I don't need to defend myself. But the fact of the matter is that she taught me something. She taught me 3 things about myself that I didn't know. 1, that I'm a whore. I'm not sure how. I need to look into my background a little bit more. Maybe I'm like doing things in my sleep that I don't know about. 2, that I'm a stalker, but apparently I'm not a very good one, so I need to brush up on my skills. And 3, apparently I'm racist and didn't know it. But anywho, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So right now, I'm gonna get on my computer, and I am going to look at a few of your guys' comments and message. I've been talking for 20 minutes. You guys are probably bored by now. But I'm gonna look at the comments on my page, kind of touch base on a few of them. I do know one person asked if I could talk about where I got my love of Etzels, and if I could also talk about pandas. Pandas? Alright, homie, whatever floats your boat. Etzels. I've loved a lot of cars. I mean, I don't discriminate against cars. I love them. I love old school cars. But what I love the most about Etzels is how unique they are, how they're different, how they were before their time and nobody appreciated them, and they just are kind of disappearing. And I think that they're gorgeous. The lines, the character, the personality of the car. I feel like I'm a very different bird in the world, and I feel like Etzels are different, and people don't appreciate their uniqueness, and I do, and I'm just in love with them. As far as panda bear goes, if I could have one, I would. Who wouldn't? Crazy people. If I could have a panda bear, I would. They look cuddly. When I was little, I had a movie, what was it called? The Great Panda Adventure, I think, where a little boy goes to China where his dad is, and he rescues a panda bear, and they have to take it back to the thing, and like they go through all this stuff. That didn't explain very much, but yeah. Okay, so Randy Pullman wants to know how to borrow a dirt bike. Well, dude, I mean, as long as you're not borrowing it from a dealership that doesn't know you're borrowing it, because that could get you in a lot of trouble, and I don't condone that kind of behavior. That's theft. That's a no-no. Find a friend that has a dirt bike and say, yo, can I borrow your dirt bike? I mean, homies help homies always, right? So there's that. Clay wants me to talk about BJ's. What is that, like biomechanic journalism or something? Is that a thing? I don't know very much about that, Clay. That's not really my strong suit. But if you ever want to talk about blowjobs, I probably know more about that. So next time, be more specific. What grinds your gears? Too much. I ain't got time for that. I've already been talking for 20 minutes. Outfits, where you get your clothes. I'm going to do a whole video on how to dress cheap as a pinup, but really, where I get my clothes is everywhere. If I see something I like, I buy it, I put it on my body, and then leave the house. Or I lay on my bed and watch Netflix. Or I go out in the backyard and play with my kids. I really get my clothes anywhere. If you're talking about pinup, rockabilly, whatever style, the more you know the style, the easier it is to find clothes everywhere. So, there's that. I talked about the porn on my page. Shoes. The reality between fashion and function. Well, here's the thing. Even shoes that are beautiful can be comfortable, and shoes that are hideously ugly can be uncomfortable. So really, you have to be smart. It's kind of like Lucky Lou's shoes. They have 2 different heel types. They have their Rockin' Tiki, which is a lower heel, and then they have their new Cherry Blossom Stiletto, which is a higher heel. So it's kind of for work and play. The higher the heel, the more uncomfortable your foot's probably going to be, because you're putting a lot of pressure on the ball of your foot and your toes that are smashed into a shoe. Also, wedges are great because they distribute the pressure evenly and give you more stability. But honestly, beautiful shoes usually are hell on your tootsies. That's just the reality of it. I can last about 5 hours in 5-inch heels. Other than that, girl is done. I will be walking barefoot through anywhere. I don't care. I don't care how fancy it is. Your favorite ice cream? Alan? Yes. Ice cream. Glad we could clear that up. Let's see. I answered this really long one on there. Y'all have to go on there and look at it because it was hilarious. Logan wants me to talk about him. Just kidding. He would also like to hear what I think about me doing anime. I would love to do anime, but I see anime as a craft and a passion, and I feel like people put a lot of hard work into it and it's something that they love and take very serious, and I wouldn't just want to jump into something that I know nothing about. So I'm not opposed to doing it, especially since there's certain things, and people are asking me all the time, to do cosplay anime, is what I'm talking about. And I'm like, yeah, I would love to. I know that I kind of have a look that would support it. But like I said, any cosplay, anime cosplay, any other cosplay, it's very in-depth, and it's something that people really love and take serious, and I wouldn't want to cause any respect for that. So the more I learn about it, the more I'm likely to do it. As far as anime goes, I learned a lot about it when I worked at Hot Topic. When I didn't know anything about it, the kids gave me horrible looks. But I mean, I'm more of a comic book person than an anime person. But Logan, you're awesome. Keep it up, man. So it's been 25 minutes. It's Monday. I have to edit this bad boy. It's already getting hot in here. Got the vapors. Turned off my air conditioning again so y'all could hear me talk. Let's look at my shirt. Y'all want to see my shirt? It's hilarious. I got it from Chris Crocker, and it says, "I ain't trying to please ya, I'm just trying to have some pizza." It's the motto of my life. So, if you guys like this video, you guys want me to talk about anything specific, go ahead and share it in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss new videos. Like, comment, share with your friends. I will be back next Monday. But always remember, guys, you are in control of the days that fill your week. Make them amazing. And teach other people how to make them amazing too. So I am the Vintage Doll / Emily Doll / Nutso from Oklahoma that y'all know and love. And I'll see you guys next Monday. Enjoy your day. Bye.